August 20th, 2026 to order. Will you please rise for the pledge? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Mary.
Here.
Jenna. Here. Mary.
Here.
Ned.
Here.
Here. Next up, we have citizen input. Are there any citizens who would like to address the council? State your name and address for the record.
Gotcha. My name is Pastor Bill Jones. I am from Dyer United Methodist Church. The address there is 2016. Is it my cell phone, maybe?
Some man behind the curtain stuff over there.
Right, the magic happens
Yeah.
over there. The address is 2016 Church Street. Just wanted to take a minute to introduce myself. I just got there July 1st. So I just wanted to say hello, put a face to the name. We are having a meet and greet Saturday, this Saturday, 5 p.m., free hot dogs and music. Feel free to come by and say hello. I would love to see you all. I'm not quite sure. I know I've been talking with Mary a little bit, but I do have some cards if I can leave them with you.
Sure.
And that way, if anybody needs anything, please let me know. Otherwise, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the invitation. What day did you say it was?
It's actually this Saturday.
Oh,
Thank you all.
Thanks.
Is there any additional citizen input? Moving on, I'll be looking.
No, you got one more.
Sorry,
I know,
sorry.
I'm wearing all black, so I know
Yeah.
it's a little bit harder.
It's
Patrick
slimming.
Porterisi for AP Family Fitness. I just wanted to formally invite, I've been working very closely with the Dyer Parks and Recreation and invite you all to what's called I'm calling the Dyer Fitness Festival this September 12th out in Central Park. It's going to be in the area where it's hopefully we can turn into the fitness center of Dyer, the outdoor fitness center of Dyer. That'd be nice, but we're going to be right out at that pavilion, and a lot of the businesses in the area are going to be out there as well. So I wanted to invite all of you. September 12th, we'll be out there from 9 to 1. Couple world records are going to be going down that day too. So,
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any further citizen input?
Hi, Laura Miller, 1009 Cambridge Court. Hi, I just wanted to say, just on behalf of the Kickers, thank you all for considering leasing the property from the diocese. It's been kind of difficult for us to, with logistics, trying to get fields, just because of this weather, like, can it stop? Someone needs to talk to Mother Nature, but in any case, I just wanted to thank you guys for considering it even and all for your support over these years. And hopefully, we'll be talking about Dyer Kickers and we'll be up here in another 50 years. So just thank you all.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Laura.
Any further citizen input? Moving on, I'll be looking for a motion to approve the consent agenda to include the minutes of the July 16th, 2026 town council meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented, including the minutes of the July 16th, 2026 town council meeting and claims totaling $1,325,363.75.
I'll second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary. Hi. Jenna. Hi. Mary.
Aye.
Ned.
Aye.
Bob.
Aye. Next up, under announcements, the town offices will be closed on September 7th in observance of the Labor Day holiday. Next up, under reports, I will say that for the
the Tri-Town Safety Village, we have delayed our regular meeting just because of the current situations in all three of the towns. So perhaps at the next meeting, I will have an update on what the school year activities look like there. Admittedly, so town council reports are for the council members as they attend other meetings in their liaison positions to report back to the council, the activities in those positions where the liaison to. And then oftentimes we add things to it. With everything that's happened in the last week, we've all been on text threads and email conversations and social media. Most of you know how I feel about the response and what's going on. I don't have anything prepared. Maybe next month we can have it'll be further in the rearview mirror and I can have something a little more eloquent, but to thank all of our staff, public works, police, fire, parks, maintenance folks, everyone, the contractors that we've had, folks like Dyer Construction, all of the people who are working on the ground for NIPSCO that are attempting to do stuff. Thanks and appreciation, I don't think cover it. So at some point in time, maybe I'll come up with some better words for that. But when I see folks posting online and when I tour some other communities, see what they're doing, yes, there are still folks out of power. There's still a long road to recover. Dyer did better. Our staff did better. Our employees did better. I would put your entire team up against anyone else in the 3-county area. The amount of work that you guys did to try as hard as you could to either restore normalcy or set up success for other contractors to come in and restore normalcy. I don't know. It's a town council report. I had to say something, but at this point in time, that's all I have. So, Dave, to you and all your staff, the department heads here, but really, it's all the employees who are not here right now. So, that's
Thank you.
all I
Make
have.
sure that everybody's aware of that. Thank you.
Ward 2, Councilwoman Tim.
I agree with you, President Starkey. We may have been knocked down but we weren't knocked out. Let me tell you, together we continue cleaning up, rebuilding and moving forward. Please keep looking out for one another. I'm so impressed with everybody checking with your neighbors and looking out for one another. This is huge. Dyer's stronger when we stand together. So thank you so much. I also want to thank the people that applied for boards and commissions. We have a few boards and commissions coming up. We got several applications and it's very encouraging to see so many people that want to invest their time and talents to make the community better. If you don't get chosen for a board or commission, keep applying because we are so excited about that, having more people involved. I'm very happy also to hear that the council is very supportive of the historic district signs going up because that's going to be wonderful, completing that after I think it's like 4 years. And this Saturday, the Dyer Historical Volunteer Committee President David Halechko has organized a special event for our residents. Around noon here at the town hall, 20 Model A cars will make the 98th anniversary drive out, traveling from Valparaiso to Dyer along the historic Lincoln Highway and ending here at town hall. 20 miles an hour. Now, that's not because the lights are out. That's just because they're older cars.
Too soon.
Sorry. So come step back in time, show your support, let kids see what it was like, how you would travel before 1930. So that's exciting. So I hope to see you there, Dyer. Thank you.
Thank you. Ward 3, Councilwoman Ogrizovich.
I also want to just second your thanks and gratitude to all the town staff and employees and police, fire, public works, parks, everybody stepping up, neighbors helping their neighbors. Thank you. Just doesn't seem like enough at this point. I'll just comment that the utility board meeting was rescheduled due to the storm that night, and it was just held last night. And they have the resolution number 4 on agenda tonight for suspending the late fees and penalties for utility bills.
Thank you. Next up, Councilwoman Tanis.
Been an interesting week. I think that Ace Hardware sold a lot of extension cords because they're all around our neighborhood and we're so used to hearing the generators going off and on, whatever. So just thanks to our whole staff. They really did a great job. Last Thursday, I attended the Redevelopment Association of Indiana meeting for the summer. It happened in a place called New Haven. And I have never been to New Haven. New Haven is a community the size of Dyer, and it's just outside of Fort Wayne. And it was a really great discussion because I think the one thing that everybody was concerned about is municipalities in general. You know, how can we work together to figure out a better way to do things? New Haven took over a drive-in in 2020. It has taken them this long, and they spoke well of how they managed to put together a beautiful spot for their parks and recreation, lots of activities. So I really appreciate that. But REI is so good. I will be attending their meeting in the fall as well. So it was a great meeting. We talked about affordable housing. So that was one of the focuses that we spent time on. So thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Ludwig.
Again, since I'm the last one, thank you, everyone, for all your hard work. It's just a horrible disaster. Also, I'd like, Tuesday, I met with, Attorney General Todd Rokita, along with, Dave Hines and Chief Olcott. We visited to, the extensive areas of, Dyer, the damage and, the community that it's experienced. So that was nice. I'd like to say thanks for him to come out and see all the areas. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. Also, I'd like to read a card that we received from Bernie Sharif. If I said your last name wrong, I'm sorry. It's just a thank you card. It says, thank you to all Town of Dyer staff, Public Works, Mayor of Dyer. That must be you, Dave. Etc. This has been crazy, but we will all get through and strive higher in Dyer. Hang in there. Thank you all. Sincerely, Bernice Sharif at 1161 West 77th Avenue in Dyer.
Very nice.
So
Thank you.
thank you. That's all I have.
Next up, Clerk Treasurer.
I have a K-9 donation of $15, if we could accept that, please.
I'll make a motion to accept the K-9 donation for $15.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call.
Mary?
Aye.
Jen?
Aye.
Mary?
Aye.
Annette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
And I'd like to thank all the employees for all their due diligence in the community and the businesses. Everybody really pulled together to show what Dyer's all about. And thank you for the department heads for getting me all the accurate paperwork that I've needed in this last week. Thank you. Everybody's just so tired.
Here we are.
Next up, Town Manager.
Thank you. Briefly, we've had the department heads tonight prepped to just give you storm reports only of what they've been dealing with the absence of Chief Martin. I think Assistant Chief Bonin will just speak on behalf of the fire department, but what we did early on was form a mini command center here and divided the town up into sectors, districts. We assigned each district a department head, and that was their responsibility to report, observe, and make sure we had the accurate information from actual boots on the ground. So they talked to residents, they assessed branches out there, they assessed areas that still needed NIPSCO response, and we brought it back and were able to formulate that so that we could get the best resources to those areas needed. Some were hit harder than others, but we were all affected from top to bottom, meaning Main Street all the way to 81st. They did a great job. When I say 10, 12, 13-hour days, I really mean it. Text came out when power was restored. Text came out, communication came out amongst all of us whenever it was unrestored. And we really have a passionate desire to make sure the residents understand where we're coming from and that we had zero control over NIPSCO response, but we had 100% control over what we could handle, and we did. So in their reports, they will give a little brief description of their individual sectors, districts. But we did maintain, and for everybody in the audience and viewing, we did maintain constant communication with the needs of Dyer and the residents of Dyer to NIPSCO. They were aware of every single day what the outages were and where we needed them at. And we didn't see a response till almost day 5 or 6 that probably could have came a little bit earlier to assist us in getting back to normal. So you're absolutely correct. Every responsibility's over the expectations and 110%. So kudos to everybody. Thank you.
Could I just add one more thing? I'm sorry, I apologize, Frank. You were also at that with Attorney General Rakita. I forgot to mention you. But Frank was there as well. I just don't want to forget you. And to the girls at the front desk. When I came in, Jessica and Sue, you guys were answering calls and giving important information to the Dyer residents. So I also want to thank you personally.
And I
Thanks.
think the most important thing to address with that is that some of the people just needed someone to talk
They
to.
wanted someone to talk to.
Yeah, and they understood the answers and knew it, but they just needed someone to talk to. So
Yeah.
everybody
So
did great.
thank you.
Public Works, we manned dumpsters on the weekend.
Thank you.
We helped residents unload their cars of stuff that was
Yes.
damaged in times, and so thank you to everybody.
We all come together. Thanks. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Next up, Town Attorney.
Yes, as those in the audience may or may not know, we are under local, state, and federal emergency declarations, which means essentially funds are prioritized and resources are allocated to helping us. There's also been some, as you may know, more extreme flooding downstate, so the state is getting hit all of this. So everyone's doing their job to make sure resources are going where they need to be. The only other thing, everything else I have is an agenda item.
And next up, department heads for the council. Their regular reports are in your council packets for today. But we'll start with Public Works and your historical data.
Again, I was assigned to the northwest quadrant of Dyer. So again, anything west of Calumet, north of 30. So again, my objective, I was again looking at all the tree damage, branches to be picked up, and again mapped out at that area, and again ranged it from anywhere to light areas to the heavier areas, and again gave it to my team, and we've been just kind of working on that area for the last couple of days. And then again, I know other supervisors, department heads have been doing the exact same thing and giving that information to Public Works. And again, up until today, when we had the next power outage, the only areas that were still affected were a small section in Northgate from like around Northgate Drive, just around Jackson Court, just a little bit south of Jackson Court to 215th, again along Madison Avenue. So again, the section was coming back together. So again, we have a good solid plan Sunday to Saturday, 7 to 3, and then again on Monday through Thursday, it's till 5. So again, we encourage residents to bring the branches in. That'll be a big help. Again, we got Dyer Construction, Right Services bringing material back and stacking up a very large pile of material to be processed later. So again, we do have a good plan, and we will continue working forward to keep that getting done. So.
Thank you.
That's what we want.
Parks.
So my responsibility was, the parks. So there was 6 parks that received, I don't want to call it significant, but a moderate amount of damage. Central Park, we had fields 2 and 3 backdrop fences. The backstop fences were damaged. They're tilted. We have since closed those 2 fields. No one is to use those until we get it repaired. I've already contacted a fence contractor who's going to come out and fix it. The concession building lost some shingles. The flagpole is tilted, I want to say. It's not bent structurally. It's not going to go anywhere. It's just, we're going to get that fixed as well. Northgate Park, we had tree limbs all over the place. It was draping the playground equipment that has since been removed. And I can confirm that there was no actual damage to the equipment. The way that those limbs came down, it looked like they it looked very stringy, so it like stretched down, so nothing snapped and fell and hit the equipment and damaged it, which was good. And then Pheasant Hills, there was damage to the fence surrounding the pump station, which is significant. I mean, I'm sure Storm Board is I know you're planning to replace that, the fence in the building anyway, but at this point, that fence is pretty much crushed. Cottonwood Park, we had one huge tree that snapped. There's tree limbs all over the place there, but nothing that damaged the equipment at all. So that's on the our list of cleanup is Cottonwood Park's key target area. Heritage Estates. So there's a big wooded area between us and Linwood. And a lot of those trees from Linwood came down. It came down on a fence, which crushed that fence. And some of it is right near the playground equipment there. Until we get that removed, I can't say for certain that there's no damage, but it doesn't look like there's any significant limbs on the playground equipment. And even if there was some, that playground was just put in, all that equipment's still under warranty, so. And then Cherry Hill, there's no damage to the park itself. However, there was a large tree that fell on top of a transformer that is on private property. So we did close that park down out of an abundance of caution, just because we didn't know if they energized anything, what would happen. So that park is closed. In Elmer Miller, there's two large trees that are still down. We cleaned some of them up. We got really lucky. If you see, one of them was really close to taking out one of those light poles back there, and God willing it didn't. So and then we had small tree limb on the splash pad that left no damage on that fence. We had numerous tree limbs down throughout the park. As I mentioned, we did close some amenities, fields, softball fields 2 and 3 at Central Park. Those will be closed until the fence is repaired. Northgate Park, we closed that, but that has since been cleaned up and the park is completely open at this point. Cherry Hill, that park is still closed, and then Heritage Estates, until that tree debris can be removed from the equipment, will remain closed. I had a contractor on site that cleaned up Elmer Miller, Northgate, and then I'm partnering with Public Works. We're gonna have a bigger company that's gonna come in and get some of these larger items and get all these parks open as soon as we can. Does anyone have any questions?
Thank you. Operations?
I had area 2B, which is all of Sandy Ridge, all of Castlewood and Castle View. We were doing really well in our area until today when we lost power. Got to talk to a lot of residents today because a lot of people came out because they had power for a few days, and a lot of concerns where they had just restocked their fridges because they had power for 2 days and they were concerned. And a couple of them had all given their generators to friends in other communities because they thought they had power, so they were concerned about that. Another thing, hopefully their power is going to be coming back on the night and we're going to be back to looking good. If you want to see, I did some maps of my whole area and put X's on every property that has a pile that needs to be picked up. And it's over 90% of the homes that are in Sandy Ridge and Castlewood and Castleview have a pile in the front yard. So when you look at the map, it lets you know how big this really is. And that's in every subdivision. The other thing we're doing, we've partnered with the Little Cal River Basin Commission. Dan Repayne, we partnered with the Lake County Surveyor, Bill Emerson. We're doing drone footage of the creek. We're putting together maps of trees in the creek, and then the surveyor is gonna hire Dyer Construction to pull trees out of the creek. So if anyone has any, or if you've heard some, they can get a hold of me and let me know anything they do. So we're assessing the whole creek to see what's going on. The one thing I made mention of that was a little scary, on the other side of the creek in the forest preserve, there's trees that are 50, 60 feet tall. They got big branches that are broken off and dangling out there. And I don't know how you even get to some of those out there. And I don't know if they'll end up having people come climb the trees, cut them at some point, but there's a lot of trees out there that are dangerous. So, yeah, so we're just continuing to assess the creek and keep it going. The one other thing with the partnership with the Little Cal River Basin that's really going to help the town is they're working on a big machine that would come in and chip our big pile that's been brought to the town, and that would get done at no cost to the town. So that could be a great savings with that partnership with the Little Cal.
Thank you. Fire?
Oh, sorry, things are still fluid, so sometimes these texts are important information to me. But, see, I had, what was a quadrant, from Prior Ridge to Route 30 through the town center, Flagstone area, airport, Prior Cove. Airport's still out. Well, that's would be Greenwood and all the streets there. That's been out, I think, 9 days, and so has Magnolia. So they're still waiting. They're getting some poles changed out. Now, Briar Ridge was doing better, but then like they said, after this afternoon, that went all out the window. Nobody was happy over there anymore when I drove through this afternoon. We ran a whole lot of CO calls during this, problems with generators being too close or home house generators, same thing, pumping CO into the house through vents. Checked on a lot of people when there was trees down in their house. I don't know. A lot of anxiety out there with people, you know, when you stop, they come and approach you, you have to reassure them things are gonna get better. No. That's about it.
Thank you.
I'm still recovering from it myself, sorry.
Thank you very much. Police?
I had a 2A, which is area from Calumet Avenue west to the state line, south from US 30 or Joliet Street down to 81st Street and past that with High Point Prairie. All of our area was back up and running except for the area of Pheasant Hills, Pheasant Hills and the Mary Streets along the Park Avenue at 6. I was on the phone 20 minutes or 10 minutes ago. They just turned the power back on to the area just south of us where Mary is and Andrew and Red Oak in that area. And then that was out earlier today along with the north end of Pheasant Avenue or Pheasant Hills along Osage all the way to Hickory along the lakeside. So we're still working on that. I don't know. It could be up right now. I'm trying to get somebody over there to see. But everything else was up except for down by Edgewood and Enslin and Janet. There was just a little section, about 6 to 10 houses there that were out waiting because some trees were on lines closer to the houses. We did see a lot of houses that had lines going to their houses that were pulled away and people didn't realize that they needed to get that fixed before NIPSCO would come in. So there was a flyer sent out by the town to how to do it and what to do. So if you have anybody over there and the property's still out and you realize that everybody else is on, have them look at that. We're trying to get that out as much as possible. We do have 2 areas of concern, which was at Hickory and Cottonwood. We're still waiting for NIPSCO to fix a pole that's hanging on a tree, but we can't touch that because it's NIPSCO's tree. So DPW blocked the street off temporarily there. And at Moeller and Henry is the same situation, but their power is on right there. So it's kind of, they're still getting to the repairs. You'll see a lot more repairs in that area with houses though, because they were going through and you'll see the little lines everywhere and that's where the houses got pulled away, even though they have service. So they're trying to get the word out to everybody. So if you know anybody that has that. And the town opened the police department on the weekend for cooling and we had water in there and for phone service if you need to go in there. It's still open now due to the new power outage and we're being told the same thing that that should be up soon. Same thing everywhere was shocked that it went out again, but that wasn't to any storm or anything. So we should be good to go in a couple hours, hopefully.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next up, Neil.
Almost feel guilty about talking about road projects while you got all these other problems here. Yeah, your staff has done a great job and town manager Hein has done a fantastic job with his staff.
Okay, Mike.
It's been a lot of work, so well done to everybody. 2026 CCMG that is proceeding and is on schedule. And we had a meeting last Wednesday for the 2027 CCMG. That's going to be application starting on September 1st. We will submit that for the entirety of the $2 million of construction costs for resurfacing projects. Any questions?
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Thank you.
Very much, Neil.
Thanks, Thea.
Appreciate it. Next, we'll move on to ordinances and resolutions. We have 4 resolutions this evening. The first one, I'll be looking for a motion to approve resolution 2026-18, a transfer of funds.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2026-18 for transfer of funds.
I'll second that.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary? Aye. Jenna?
Aye.
Mary?
Aye.
Yvette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye. Next up, I'll be seeking a motion to approve resolution 2026-19, extending the local disaster emergency declaration to a date of August 31st, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
A motion is second. Any discussion?
This is because the statute IC 10-14-3-29 limits a declaration by the executive to 7 days. The council as a whole can extend it as it so chooses. The executive also has the authority to terminate the emergency. So the way this is worded, it's extended through August 31st at a maximum. If the emergency ends earlier, Councilman Stark, you have the authority to terminate it earlier. And of course, if it needs to be extended beyond then, there should be a special council meeting to do that.
Okay. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary? Aye. Jenna?
Aye.
Mary?
Aye.
There.
Aye.
Bob?
Aye. And next up, I'll be seeking motion to approve resolution 2026-20, authorizing real estate license for the park department pending review of attorney Cedia and authorizing the town manager to sign.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2026-20 real estate agreement with the Roman Catholic Diocese of Gary, Indiana, pending approval,
Attorney review.
attorney review,
And authorizing the town manager to sign.
Town
The town manager to sign.
manager to sign it. Yes.
Got it all?
Yeah, I'll second that, all of that.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary? Aye. Jenna?
Aye.
Mary?
Aye.
Yvette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye. Next, I'll be seeking a motion to approve resolution 2026-21, suspending late fees and penalties for utility bills. I will read section 1. Town suspends enforcement of all late fees and penalties for all amounts due and payable for its utility customers between August 11th, 2026 and September 30th, 2026. Late fees and penalties were already incurred and outstanding on August 11th remain due and payable, but the town suspends collection of these fees and penalties until after September 30th, 2026.
So move.
Second.
Just a side note, this is done as a resolution because you're not changing the ordinance, you're just
Right.
instructing town action regarding existing ordinance. So this need a resolution.
Thanks,
And
Adam.
so since it's through September
30.
30th, it will go to the October utility bill because that's the billing cycle.
October 1st, that under this,
Under-
the town can start collecting and assessing late fees. And penalties, which include shut-offs and things like
Thank
that
you, Adam, for
after
saying that.
October 1st.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary? Aye. Jenna?
Aye.
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 Yvette? Bob?
Aye. No old business. Under new business, we have the ER assist contract. I would be seeking a motion to approve the ER assist contract.
I would just ask that this be subject to attorney review. I have reviewed the bulk of this, but our power went out earlier, so there's some I need to review, so I just asked for that one condition.
So if we could have a motion to accept the ER assist contract subject to attorney review in an amount not to exceed $100,000.
Make a motion to accept the ER assist contract subject to the attorney review, not to exceed $100,000.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna,
Aye.
Mary.
Aye.
Annette,
Aye.
Bob.
Aye. Next up, we have board and commission appointments. Again, to echo Councilwoman Tim earlier, we had a robust group of applicants. Appreciated that. Community members stepping up. And to Councilwoman Tim's point, if not selected this evening, we encourage you to still attend the meetings and apply as future openings become available. For the Plan Commission, that is a presidential appointment. So I would just like to state for the record, Clerk Treasurer, that I will be appointing Mary Gruba to the Plan Commission. Next up, we have the Park Board appointment. And I would be looking for a motion to approve Steve Huizinga as the Park Board appointment.
I'll make a motion to approve Steve Heisinger as the park board appointment.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna,
I'll abstain because I wasn't at the executive, I was appointed.
Mary,
Aye.
Annette,
Aye.
Bob.
Aye. We have two members of the Park Board in attendance. Steve will be joining you shortly. Next up, we have a vacancy on the Ethics Commission, and I will be looking for a motion to approve Patrick Tortorici as our appointment to the Ethics Commission.
I'll make that motion to approve Patrick Tortorici to represent us on the Ethics Commission.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna,
Abstain.
Mary,
Aye.
Annette,
Aye.
Bob.
Aye. Patrick, congratulations. Thank you very much for stepping up to serve.
Mr. President, our office will do the best we can to get them onboarded ASAP with the mandatory background checks, training that is put in by resolution, most recently by the council, and scheduling the swearing ins with the clerk treasurer.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks.
Next up, we have the Historic District sign request. I'll be looking for a motion to approve with Absolute Advertising Incorporated and the amount of $623.70.
I'll make a motion to approve the Historic District sign request for $623.70 from the Absolute Advertising Signs.
I'll second that.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna,
Aye.
Mary,
Aye.
Annette,
Aye.
Bob.
Aye. Next up, I'll be seeking a motion to approve the variance as recommended by the BZA for 1225 to 1227 Sheffield Avenue for the operation of an automotive shop.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna,
Aye.
Mary,
Aye.
Annette,
Aye.
Bob.
Aye. Any and all from the council? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Voice vote?
Aye.
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 '26. Meeting of the Dyer Redevelopment Commission. Please stand for the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Here.
Here.
Here. Here. Is there any citizens input? Oh, and I would also acknowledge our non-voting member from the school board is also present. Ms. Talman. Sorry. Thank you for being here tonight. Next we have the consent agenda. Motion to approve the consent agenda with the minutes of the August 12th, 26th redevelopment commission meeting, the minutes of the August 11th, 2026 redevelopment commission closed executive session, and the minutes of the August 12th, 26th redevelopment commission closed executive session, and claims totaling $1,430,548.03.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. We have no resolutions, and under old business, there's the Plum Creek parking lot and the TIF project updates. So the Plum Creek parking lot, we had the bids. Yeah.
Thank you. As Dave mentioned earlier, we had 4 contractors pick up plans and we had assumed all 4 would bid. And unfortunately, due to the activities that were outside of any of our control over the past couple weeks here, 2 of the contractors declined to bid because they've been hired not only by the town for emergency cleanup, but for the county and other municipalities as well. So the 2 remaining contractors essentially, it was a supply and demand issue. So the lateness of the year and the ability of those contractors to perform the work increased their price to an extent which we believe is unfair or unreasonable as terms of price, which is covered in the specification manual as noted in the bid report. So we were expecting around $320,000 and the low bid came in at 419 and the high bid came in at 521. I did have a conversation with a couple of the contractors that were either going to bid or be a subcontractor, and both of their numbers were generally either at or below where we expected those bids to come in. So we would recommend you reject the bids, not award the project, and I'll work with Dave and Frank and Jeff and Brian to rebid this project late December, early January, when the bidding environment is much more favorable.
You know, I have a comment to make. You know, that is such a public area because people walking there all the time. It has access to Plum Creek. We have a lot of events going on there, so people look at that.
Yeah.
And the second thing is the people that are residents in that area, they have come to me and said, you know, that looks terrible. It's our neighborhood. We
Yeah.
want it to look better. So anything we can do to help that, you know, just make it smooth out or something, that would be appreciated.
Yeah, and I know in anticipation of that comment, Dave and Frank and Jeff have already looked at options to clean up the property in a manner that makes it presentable. There's no loss of parking from prior to the demolition of the home to today. But to save potentially 25 to 35% on the project, in good conscience, I can't recommend you accept the 2 bids that were
Yes.
received. Any questions?
Madam President, if I could add that the responsibility of that lot does not fall on Nice Engineering nor Neil. That is ours, as I reported earlier. That during this project, we will clean that up for the duration of it. We've been in constant communication with both neighbors on either side of that project and informed them every day that there was any work being done out there. So we are engaged with out there and we will make it look better now that we know that we're not going to be having an asphalt parking lot anytime soon.
Yeah, and to Dave's point, we actually included elements in the project to be above and beyond good neighbors.
Yeah.
To make a little more beautification than what you'd expect from a private developer in terms of a parking lot. So kudos to the staff on that aspect of it as part of the project when it does get done next year. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
I would make a motion to reject the bids for the Town of Dyer Plum Creek Center parking lot project.
I'll make a motion to reject the bids for the Plum Creek parking lot.
A second. And
Are you seconding it?
So I think Bob motioned, I think, Mary, are you seconding Bob's motion?
that a second?
I can second.
And then do we want to put in that motion that we want to rebid later? Did we add that to the motion?
You don't have to.
No,
We just re-added the town.
we just later
Yeah,
added.
we'll go back out.
When you're ready, you
Okay.
send it out for bid.
Very good.
Sounds good.
All right, roll call please. Thanks, Mary Kay.
Hi.
Lance,
Hi.
Bob,
Aye.
Mary.
Aye.
Aye.
Next, the TIF project updates.
Have a couple of them here to give you some updates on the sidewalk along Sheffield from Northgate, over the tracks to Old Farm Road. We have engaged, Nice Engineering, along with MKSK right now to, get some final drawings for you. So we'll also get some designs from Nice so that we can actually get an accurate price for you. This phase of it is gonna be a simple phase of sidewalk only. We don't have anything included in any benches or crazy design out there. We just want to get a straight shot of a sidewalk from Northgate, a pedestrian crossing over the tracks. Excuse me, continued over south to Old Farm Road and then with a hawk type system across Sheffield. So that will lion's share of that will be Nice Engineering as far as that goes, but we'll get you that as soon as possible. Amphitheater is still in the works. Most of the delay out there, I know some people have said I don't see crews out there. Most of the delays were some final pieces of equipment that needed to be brought in and they're just waiting for delivery on those. I think one of the major ones was the overhead air conditioning unit for the concession side of it. So once all that's in, they can wrap that up. We'll do a final walkthrough punch list. And then there was an event center of construction meeting update today. I'll defer to Frank on that one. If there's anything that came out of that one, I was unable to attend that into another meeting.
I mean, obviously they're affected by the storms, so that restricted some of the movements over here over the last week or so. They're proceeding forward. There was some questions regarding field electric and some of the other elements of it that needed to be decided so the electricians can move ahead. And I think we've got some pretty good resolution of that today. And, you know, their crews, I mean, you can see the foundations in and they're proceeding forward, otherwise on schedule, except for a little bit of a storm delay here. And the project is moving forward. So hopefully we'll see a lot of progress here in the upcoming months.
Thank you. There's no new business.
I just have one question about, and Frank knows I'm gonna ask this because we discussed it yesterday. I just asked about how much we have left in the TIP funds, just out of curiosity at this point in time. And he was really reassuring to tell us that we're doing fine for right now.
Correct, yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we'll continue to monitor the cash flows, but we're monitoring that here on a very frequent basis. And as I think we looked at the cash flows before, we have all of them allocated to the projects that the commission has already approved. And obviously, if there's any new expenses, then we'll incorporate that in there and let you know what those impacts are. So that we have sufficient funds for all the projects and all the progress we're going to be making over here in the next 12 to 18 months. But we've got there's a lot of big projects, major
Yeah.
projects and improvements going on right now. And I think we're getting, I believe, a lot of good value for our money through the commission here, the projects you've selected.
I have a question. How did our music pavilion handle this weather? I haven't heard anything on
No
it.
damage.
No.
Very well.
Really?
Very, very well. I will say that some of the maybe we'll call it over engineering of the hang points did exceptionally well. I went out there the same day, Tuesday afternoon, because we had just put that stuff up and everything was exactly where we had left it the day before. Because we had just wrapped up.
Intentional, not over engineering.
It was intentional, but yes, I mean, we know we had a wall of 100-mile-an-hour wind. Everything there was rated for 80 miles an hour, but there's a pretty hefty safety margin in there. And we still had everything up from a concert we just had, and everything is exactly where we left it. So
Thank you.
Thank
Maybe
you.
the one thing in Dyer where literally nothing on the structure moved at all.
yeah, truly, it
Yeah.
was something else. The flags were still there. The green room drape was still there. It was as if there was a bubble over that. And so we're very grateful for that.
They said the flagpole. I was curious.
Yeah.
No music.
Just tilted.
Apologize, tilted. Didn't know if anything tilted at the music.
Yeah.
If you squint, you won't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah.
So the Christmas tree over
It'll be Seussical this year. Just go with it, okay?
Start kind of
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss, Charlie Brown.
But no, I know, we've had some conversations with, some of the guys who have been helping us with that, and we'll get out there shortly. Again, this is not the week to do that. Just to visually inspect up close, but from the ground, everything's exactly where we left it. Yes.
Thank you.
I'll just say again, it's been a long week. Thank you doesn't feel like enough to everybody, but you know, we're gonna keep going after it until the town's clean. Back to normal, better than ever. So thank you.
Jenny, can I mention one thing?
Sure.
The diocese property that you guys got today, I just wanted to say that, you know, some people may not know, but next to the Bivich Water Tower, this property abuts, the storm board a long time ago, we did a green parking lot. And it was one of the first green parking lots around. We put in the whole system there and it's still there. So that's good for us. We can tout it again as our green parking lot that will get used again, so.
Thank you. Last we have adjourned.
Motion to adjourn?
Second. Voice vote?
Aye.
Meeting is